Yo, what's up, everybody? Today is Friday, November the 5th, 2021. This is your latest episode from the Anything Goes podcast. My apologies for coming to y'all on a Friday evening and not on our typical Thursday. But if you follow me on Instagram or on not YouTube, you should definitely follow me on YouTube as well. But if you follow me on Instagram and you're my friend or you follow me on Facebook, last night recording. I did about 2 or 3 takes and I couldn't get through them. I had got sick, man. I think I had got a little food poisoning and a little cold at the same time. So I had to delete what I had because I was looking crazy and sounding crazy. So we here today. I told y'all I'd be coming to you every week, and I wasn't gonna go back on my word. The podcast, Anything Goes podcast, is my baby, so I'm gonna always come back to it. I love doing the interviews. I love talking to the artists. I love talking to the influencers of the city. I love talking to the legends, but I love talking to my people, the ones I started with day ones that's been with the podcast, man. You know, I neglected y'all for months, and we're not going to do that again. You know what I'm saying? If I take a hiatus, it'll be me coming to y'all, telling y'all way in advance. You know what I'm saying? So, again, my apologies. I'm glad you're here. We're going to continue building. This week has been crazy. I'm talking about if you are a content creator, if you do podcasting, if you do short videos on YouTube or Instagram or Facebook or TikTok, this week has been a week where you have had countless material. I'm talking about material every day, you know what I'm saying? Because of how the media has been playing out this week. It's been hella headlines. For one, um, ecstatic about it. You know what I'm saying? I think everybody has been putting out a great content with from what I can see. You know what I'm saying on my timeline and scrolling through Instagram. Man, this is one of those weeks where you're just like, I'm abundantly blessed. You know, just because everybody has been tripping, wigging out from Kanye West being on Drink Champs. I mean, I think they already had 2 million views in less than 24 hours. That's a big deal to the unfortunate car accident in the NFL, man, you know, with the dude from the Raiders. I'm not a Raiders fan. Let me definitely get this guy's name right. I'm looking, I'm looking, I'm looking, I'm looking. I typed in Raiders. Nothing came up. You know what I'm saying? Let's do it like this. Las Vegas Raiders. And let's do it like this. Wide receiver. We are anything goes. You know what I'm saying? So things like this happen. Henry Ruggs III. Sorry about that. Henry Ruggs III from the unfortunate accident involving himself being drunk behind the wheel of a car, going 156 miles an hour, hitting someone else. They car caught on fire. They passed away. A dog passed away, and another human being, Mr. Ruggs, lost his life and livelihood. Young man having a great season. I believe this is his rookie year, and you know everything is taken away from him just like that for making a bad decision. So from today on back to Monday, it's just been hella things to talk about. And we're going to get started, man. We're going to start with Kanye. I love Kanye West. I did not listen to the Donda album. Don't give me the line. Sometimes I think Ye is tripping. You know, he has changed his name. I think Ye be tripping sometimes. But I started listening to the interview, of course, and, you know, I didn't get through it all, but from what I heard, I'm interested. You know what I'm saying? I've gotten through maybe like 20 minutes, and I definitely love that he looks at the word can like I look at try. I hate try. You know, if you've been with me since day one, you know I hate that word. Like we're not gonna try to do anything. We're gonna do it, and either we're going to make it and it's going to work, or we're going to fail and it's not going to work. But we're not going to say try. We just do. And he looks at can like that, and should. They're like hard stops in the sentence. Like, you should do this, or you can do this. I mean, it's like, now, I'll tell myself, like, I will do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, or let's do this. You feel me? If I'm in a group setting. So I love his freedom. I love the fact that he doesn't let people put him in a bubble. He lives his life the way he wants to live it, and I think that's the ultimate goal. I was telling a few people on yesterday, like, the most valuable thing that we have as humans is, like, not money. Fuck the money. It's the time. It's the time. The most important thing to us, to most people, to a lot of people, to some people, is time. You want time and family. You want to devote a lot of your time to your loved ones that's in the world. I know that's me. So I'm very intrigued by his, from what I'm seeing now. I'll probably, sit outside for a little bit tonight, bundled up, and definitely catch the vibes and the waves from Mr. Kanye, or let me stop. He's not Kanye West anymore. Ye. He changed his name to just Ye. So I definitely fuck with it. Go on YouTube, type in Drink Champs, it'll pop up. If you probably type in Kanye West, it'll pop up. Or Ye, it'll pop up. Everybody's been talking about it, man. The dude has a brilliant mind. I seen some clips floating around where he going at Big Sean a little bit, man. And Big Sean already done clapped back at him like, bro, I was just with you after your interview with Nori, and you ain't say none of this. You ain't keep that same energy. So it's gonna be cool to see how they go back and forth, man. Keep it PC, keep it real, keep it thorough, and hopefully they can chop it up and get back to making good music. No pun intended, because they made great tracks together. Ye is one of the best music producers that we've ever seen. And I mean, that goes across every genre of music, because Kanye does every genre of music. So I'm definitely intrigued. I'll be listening. I might give y'all a podcast extra. I haven't done that since last year. I might give y'all one this weekend. So be on the lookout. You never know. Staying with today, rest in peace to Colin Powell. They did his services today. Beautiful family, beautiful service. One of the most influential and powerful black men that we have, come across. He was the first African American Secretary of State. He's a general, if I'm not mistaken. And when he's a Republican, but when it came down to Barack Obama, he definitely chose being black before being a Republican. And that said a lot to me about him and his makeup. Rest in peace to the late, great Colin Powell. Wonderful services today. It did my mom justice. She wanted to see it. She was like, this is beautiful. So rest in peace to the late, great Colin Powell. I just had to put that in there. Like I told y'all, it's been one of those weeks where it's something for everybody has been in the news headlines. So, I just had to stick that in there, man. If he would have ran for president, I would have voted for him. And I'm going to leave it at that. Whatever you feel about that, man, is how you feel. I'm just telling y'all how I feel. So let's backtrack some. We're going to go from Colin Powell and Ye to a serious situation concerning somebody that I've been watching for a couple years. If y'all know, I am an avid wrestling fan. I grew up in the South. I'm in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. This is NWA country, and it's not niggas with attitude. It's not hip-hop. It's the National Wrestling Alliance, WCW, the great Sting, Ric Flair, the Four Horsemen. This is Horseman country. So I've been tapped in and locked in with this since I can remember. My first memory is of wrestling, being in South Carolina, seeing my great grandma Bird sitting in her chair, in like it was like a little room, like an opening. Basically, you walk from one end of the house to the other. She would sit in that room and she would watch wrestling. So, and I was scared of my great grandma. I'm not gonna lie, you feel me? But she the one who really got me turned on and then turned into a wrestling fan as like a 2 or 3 year old. So this past week, a few days ago, before AEW Dynamite, which I watch every Wednesday, and I watch Rampage on Fridays, uh, Tony Khan, the owner of All Elite Wrestling, he put out a statement regarding Jon Moxley, saying that he checked himself into an inpatient rehab facility for alcoholism. Basically, he needs help kicking that shit. Addiction is real. I feel good for John for checking himself into, because it's hard to admit that you're addicted to anything. I don't care whether it be porn, cutting yourself, whatever it is, like overeating or not eating enough, or alcohol. It's hard for people to admit that they have an addiction. So for somebody that is in the public eye that we see every week, uh, for them to admit that they have a problem, because he could have played it any way he wanted to and just been away, said, hey, I don't want everyone to know what's going on, and fade to black and handle that on his own time. But he shared it with the world, and I believe it's going to help other people who may be battling addiction, who may be ashamed to ask for help. Hopefully, it'll help them. And this is a man that was about to go on to the final round of the championship eliminator tournament to see who would be going against the champion after the pay-per-view next weekend. So it'll put him like at the top of the card again. You know what I'm saying? And for him to be willing to step away from that, where fans' moods and emotions change every day, for him to take time away to get himself together and prioritize himself, his wife, and his daughter, to me, that's dope. I commend him for that, and I tip my hat to him, man. Shout out to Jon Moxley. I wrote on his Instagram page like, hey, man, we rocking with you, bro. We get it. I have people around me before who's fought addiction, so I'm definitely I empathize with them. You feel me? So from Moxley, we're gonna stay with wrestling, and we're gonna transition over to the big bad wrestling machine, the conglomerate, the monopoly for years, for about what, WCW closed its doors in '01. AEW came to fruition in 2019, if I'm not mistaken. So you're looking at 18 years. You know what I'm saying? 18 years of the WWE really being a mainstay wrestling company. It was the WWF back in the day. I was a fan of them. I was a big fan of WWF, but I was more so a fan of WCW. But last night, man, while I'm laying down and about to die because I was feeling like hell, I got a notification that Solid Monster, who has Solid Monster Sounds Off, that's a podcast he does every Sunday. He's always on YouTube uploading if it's breaking news or after certain shows. He always hits us with what's going on in the wrestling world. That's why I go to him and What Culture to get everything WWE, AEW. Get all my info from them because they read the dirt sheets. I don't do all of it. Yesterday, the WWE did their financial little reports. They're making money hand over foot, more money than they have been making. Even going back 10 years, they're breaking records in the pandemic. They're having their best quarterly, seems like. So they're up, making money. You know what I'm saying? They doing good, and they fired or released 18 talents in the middle of a pandemic for like the third time in a year and a half, basically. Man, I feel bad for everybody that was released. No matter what you were released for, whether it was budget cuts because they don't have anything for you to do, if they don't see your value, or if you haven't got a vaccine. It still sucks that you're without a job. This is the biggest wrestling company in the world. Nobody is fucking with them. You know what I'm saying? I want AEW to be able to rival them, which they are, but they're not as big. They're not global. Here, they're making noise, but globally, I don't think they are. They're not touching the WWE. A few years ago, the WWE was handing out money like it was going out of style. They were snatching up all of the independent wrestlers. Outside of the independent wrestlers, the wrestlers that they had already under contract, they kept throwing big, huge amounts of money at them to keep them away from going back to the Indies or going to New Japan or going to AEW, MLW, CZW. The WWE wanted to hoard all of this talent because they have SmackDown, they have Raw, they have 205 Live. I think they have WWE Superstars still, and they have NXT. So they have all of these shows that they could afford to have this talent. They signed a new deal with USA Network. They signed a deal with Fox, and then they have the Saudi Arabia deal. Then they sold the WWE Network to Peacock. So they have money, and they had talent, and slowly but surely they have been releasing talent since a year ago, over a year ago, at a mind-boggling pace. So, man, you won't see Nia Jax on your television anymore. You won't see Keith Lee on your TV anymore. Karrion Kross, Mia Yim. The new female that was brought up with that group, it's not the Hurt Business, Hit Row. I forgot her name is B something. She's been fired and let go. And all that the WWE was saying is, we wish you well in your future endeavors. That's bullshit. I hate it for the people who lost their jobs. Hopefully they will bounce back and they'll go to a better situation where people can utilize their talents and they can show us really who they are and what they can do. I hate that it's unfortunate for them. I feel bad for Triple H because it's like this dude built up NXT as his own brand. He had some heavy hitters there from Adam Cole, Aleister Black, Keith Lee, Karrion Kross, formerly known as Killer Kross. You've had these dope stables come out of there. And just, great talent all across the board. And, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Finn Balor. You had Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose, the Shield down there. Like, a lot of people came to NXT. Miro in AEW, he was Alexander Rusev in NXT. Changed his name to Rusev. And none of those people are there. You have 2 Shield members left. Roman Reigns is probably Teflon. Seth may be Teflon as well. But I'm saying that to say this. The cupboard is getting bare. WWE is going through a transition. They're going into a transformation. I think they're going to end up I think they're going to end up selling that brand. I think that's what they're doing because they are releasing a lot of people and it really makes no sense. Like, you could be building stars. Keith Lee is a monster. Karrion Kross had a character and gimmick that anyone would love. Look at what Aleister Black is doing in AEW. Future World Champion, Rusev. future world champion. Shocked at Nia Jax. She's a Samoan. That Samoan bloodline is dope. If you don't remember the steroid trial in like 93 or 94, I think it was like Alpha Sika was sitting in the proceedings, and he was intimidating the jurors, like mouthing to them like not guilty. So I believe, this is why, and this is coming from Monster, like that this is why the Samoans have a good standing in the WWE. So I'm shocked to hell to see Nia Jax gone, man. Roman Reigns' cousin, The Rock's cousin. She was inexperienced, but I don't believe she should have lost her job. You know what I'm saying? It makes me feel bad. I empathize with them. But yeah, so when you look on your WWE TV, you won't see any Keith Lee, any Karrion Kross, no Nia Jax, no Aleister Black. You know what I'm saying? No Adam Cole. I don't know what the hell is going on. They still have their hard hitters though. Don't get me wrong. Brock is still there. Of course, Big E. He's one of the world champions. Roman Reigns is as well. Seth Rollins, AJ Styles. They're still there. So it's not too bad, but it's not looking good. But only time would tell what's going on. Moving on from that, enough of wrestling, because I know a lot of y'all are not wrestling fans. Y'all probably like, bro, what are you talking about? So, shout out to the Atlanta Braves. And I really, really want to shout out Ron Washington. Ron Washington, he was the manager of the Texas Rangers I forgot how long. He had a nice little stint with them. They went to 2 World Series. He came up short, didn't cash in. He's the third base coach for the Atlanta Braves, 69 years old, been associated with baseball for like 50 years. And he finally got him a World Series. The Atlanta Braves of the 90s, if you know the story, you know that they got a lot of pennants. They were playoff bound like every year, and I think the only year they won was in 95. Last time they went to the World Series was 99. So to come in 2021 against Altuve and the Houston Astros, Houston Astros have one of the best lineups in Major League Baseball, if not the best lineup. And let me rephrase that. They have the best lineup in Major League Baseball, but this might be one of the greatest teams ever assembled in baseball because they really don't have a weak link anywhere. The Braves won. They did their thing. They didn't choke it away. 6 games, they took it. And I'm a default Braves fan. I'm a Yankees fan, don't get me wrong, but by default, being in the South, I'm a Braves fan. And I want to congratulate Ron Washington, black man, third base coach, finally has his World Series trophy, man. Kudos to you. Straight up. Boy, how people treat you when you're black and you stand up for yourself and you go against the grain. I gotta talk about Aaron Rodgers, who's a white man, and Kyrie Irving, who's a black man. If you haven't heard, Aaron Rodgers, one of the greatest throwers of the football for the Green Bay Packers, starting quarterback, Super Bowl champion, MVP, tested positive for COVID. And Aaron Rodgers has not been following COVID protocol. We see that clearly. Going around here without a mask on. He's not anti-vax. He said that. He's not anti-vax, but he is anti-mask. And he did lie and say that he didn't say vaccine. I forgot what word he used. Basically, like he was immunized or some shit. Showing that he's the smartest person in the room, or so he thought. He straddled the fence. He made us think he was vaccinated, and he's not. And it's not been a lot of vitriol for him. But Kyrie Irving saying, I'm not putting this stuff in my body. I don't want to do that. He's not a team player. He's selfish. It's Kyrie being Kyrie. We don't know if he wants to win. Blah, blah, blah. Because Kyrie believes in the American dream, and Kyrie believes that in America you should be able to dictate what goes into your body, what you do with your body. This is the Me Too movement, but in a different way. You get what I'm saying? Like, this is the pro-choice movement, but in a different way. So you have media pundits and analysts and everybody that's on TV or have a podcast that was killed Kyrie. Now, he has his supporters. I am one. I am not a Kyrie Irving fan on the court. I'm more of a Steph Curry fan. You know what I'm saying? But I fuck with people when they have integrity, because it's hard to have integrity. It's hard to buck the system. It's hard to go against the grain when everybody is looking at you. Even your own people are looking at you like you're crazy. He's not crazy. Because you know why he's not crazy? Because Aaron Rodgers isn't crazy. They're going to call this black man crazy, but not this white man. It's not even a slippery slope. It's the tale of two Americas, man. I wonder what they're going to do about this, because they have been killing Kyrie, killing him. Yes, I don't even think Kyrie's anti-vax. He's just pro-choice. You know, I don't want to get a vaccine. I'll do everything y'all want me to do. I'll wear a mask. I won't speak to the media after the game. I'll do that. I just don't want to get vaccinated. Aaron Rodgers, on the other hand, is like, I ain't going to tell you whether I'm vaccinated or not. I'm going to play the middle. And we're going to, you know what I'm saying, I hope I don't get this shit. And he got this shit. But I don't see the vitriol. I don't get why when one of our people, and I'm talking to my black people, when one of our people bucks the system or goes against the grain, that we don't support them fully 100%. I mean, you have people calling this man a fool on national TV. Well, who's foolish now? Because he ain't the only one that's doing it. He's the one that's visible. He's the one that you see. Oh my God, the Brooklyn Nets aren't going to win if he doesn't play. This man is sacrificing money. That's how real it is for him to have the freedom. You see, we ain't going, and I'm going to bring in another topic as well. We got to talk about that part owner from the Phoenix Suns. We got to talk about him as well, Robert Sarver, since we're on sports right now. Let's bring it all in. And in order for us, and if you haven't heard about this story yet, this is the Phoenix Sun. I think he's like a minority owner. He's caught up in a scandal, basically. He's used the N-word around black people. Earl Watson, his former coach, he used that word around him, and Earl Watson told him he couldn't do that. You can't do that because you're white. You're not a black man. You know what I'm saying? It's disrespectful for you to do that. It's disrespectful for you to, even if you're rapping lyrics to a rap song, or you are saying, hey, Earl, why can't I use the N-word and Draymond Green is using it? Because, motherfucker, you white. You can't do that shit. But this is the thing. I'm gonna tie this into Kyrie and Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers, I don't think is a racist. I don't know what that man does. He seemed cool to me, but it is what it is. So I'm not saying Aaron Rodgers is a racist, but I'm tying all this shit in together for my people. We gotta get extreme so we can burn this damn system down. We cannot operate in a system that was never built for us. The system is not for black people. This country isn't for black people. We can operate within the system to a certain extent, but we need our own system. We need Kyrie Irving, people with that mentality that's like, fuck it, I can go against the grain to make change. When we talk about Robert Sarver, this is what we mean. This is what I mean. I called Vito last night. Y'all know Vito, my right hand man, bro. I called Vito. I said, Vito, I said, I don't want a big ass uproar about this dude, bro. And I explained it to him why, and I'm going to tell y'all why. We know a lot of white people don't fuck with us, even if they smile in our face every day. We are here to work, basically. That's what we were brought here to do. We were brought here to operate within a system that was going to always keep us down. Why the fuck why do we keep complaining? Why do we act shocked when this happens? I'm not shocked. I would not, bruh. You open a lot of these people's emails and see how they communicate with each other. See how they treat certain co-workers, employees. You see how they coming. You feel me? You feel what I'm saying? So why act shocked? The thing is, you're gonna get this man is gonna sell his team. He's gonna apologize. He's going to end up maybe selling his team, depending on what they discover. If he sells his team, he's going to get paid. If he sells his stake in the team, he's going to get paid. He's a millionaire who may be a billionaire. I don't know. Could be a billionaire already. If not, when he sells, he'll be a billionaire. He has other stocks, bonds, whatever other investments. He's fine. This is not going to change anything because they're going to get paid. What will change is when LeBron retires and people retire with LeBron, who's made all these millions, and say, hey, we're going to try to go get TV contracts. We're going to leave this league and we're going to start our own. It sounded strange. Trav, you tripping. You one of them niggas that's woo-woo-woo. No, Trav just understands. You got to burn this shit to the ground. And not in a literal sense. We burn it to the ground by leaving it. We just leave a system. Okay? The best basketball players in the world are black. Start your own league. People gonna fuck with it. They gonna fuck with you. Because you're bringing everybody. I don't know how it is to start a league. I don't know how much money you need. But I know we got black billionaires, black millionaires that's almost billionaires. Put your money where your mouth is. Get everybody together and on one page. And it should be easier because it's only 450-some jobs in the NBA as far as players go. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, shit, you show these people this another way or it's an alternative. Go ahead. Take the lesser. Sometimes it's okay to take less. Instead of 100 million, you might get 20 or 30 million. But take the less. It's cool. It'll get the ball rolling. You know what I'm saying? And it don't got to be an all-black league. It could be black owners. And then we take players from anywhere. From everywhere, every walk of life, coaches as well. And you don't have to exclude people, but we need something that we own that's our own. You get what I'm saying? So, man, we're going to see how this Aaron Rodgers shit play out, but I want the same energy that these motherfuckers have for Kyrie. They still do for Kyrie. Have it for Aaron Rodgers because you know what? Green Bay plays Kansas City in the next coming days. So, with that being said, this might be a loss for Green Bay. He put his team at risk for taking the L. Please give that man the same vitriol that you gave that black man. You black reporters, keep that same energy. Shout out to Jason Williams for keeping that shit 300 yesterday. For real. He did. He kept that shit all the way real with Stephen A. Smith. He called his ass out. Appreciate you, Jay Will. Word up. People are crazy. Motherfuckers will tap dance and everything for white people, but won't criticize them. Not with the same vitriol. You feel me? Aaron Rodgers is gonna be like, oh, he didn't want to miss any games. He wasn't gonna miss any games. There's no fucking vaccine mandate in the NFL. So don't hit me with that bullshit at all. Moving right along. We talked about Henry Ruggs. Talked about Aaron Rodgers. Rest in peace, Colin Powell. Now we got to talk about this shit. We got to talk about Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan. Oh, we got to go to fucking Scottie, bring your ass here, my nigga. Bro, what's wrong with you? Top 50 greatest players. Not top 75, top 50. Probably the greatest, no, the best one-on-one defender, the greatest one-on-one defender I've seen. Him, Dennis Rodman, Hakeem Olajuwon, Ben Wallace, give him that. And Mike, maybe. I put Mike in there. You played in an era where you were the best small forward in the game, especially when Dominique Wilkins and Larry Bird retired. Probably before they retired, you were already better. You played with who most regard as the greatest basketball player ever, the best two guard of all time. You got 6 rings. You got All-Star MVP, All Defensive Team 10 times. All-Star team selections, All NBA, all that shit, bro. 2 3-peats, made over 100 mil. And you hate this man guts, bro. I'm going to be careful with what I say. And I'm gonna be relaxed with what I say because I want to get my point across, bro. I want y'all to really, really follow me. Nobody does anything by themselves. We know that. Most people, if not all, get help along the way. You came in the league. You were drafted to the Seattle Supersonics. Mike hadn't won a ring yet. But he was a bad boy. You weren't yet. And I love you, Scottie. Like, I'm a fan, bro. I'm a fan of yours. Like, I think you are so underrated. But Mike helped you. He pulled you along. Because he was already there. He already had that dog mentality. He needed you to have it. Because he know he needed a running mate. And what better running mate to have than somebody that's 6'7", 6'8". I'm 6'6". We got kind of the same build. We were both long, big hands. You know what I'm saying? He brought you along because he know he needed you. And in the same breath, you needed him. You needed him. You needed his help to bring out the dog in you, bro. So what's the problem? Once y'all started winning, y'all did not lose again. I didn't expect you to win it in 94, my nigga. I was a little homie. I didn't expect you to win it. You didn't have that dog beside you, bro. But you did your thing. You got the Bulls to the semifinals or the playoffs that year. You balled out. You shined without him. But you needed him. Just like he needed you, bro. And you mad? You hating? You knew in 98 that they were making this documentary. And one day it might be put out. But for you to be so jealous and so mad, bro, it burns me up because I see this shit all the time. And it's so frustrating. Most people don't know how to play their part and operate in a team setting. We done talked about this. And that shit bothers me. It pisses me off more than you know it. Because we're better than that. Why do you feel like, okay, I need the recognition? I need to be the face. I need them, like, they don't give me the love that they give such and such. Bro, that's crazy. That's the fall of every dynasty. It's because the chosen one, the one that's in front in the league, that everybody they chose Mike, bro. He balled his ass out to get where he was, my nigga. He didn't cut no corners. He just had a dog ass mentality, and you were number 2 behind him. But Mike never treated you like that, bro. When Mike talk, and James Worthy is his man. That is his man. Y'all play the same position, and Mike always put you on his team with James. Give me Scotty, give me James, give me Hakeem, Magic. Every time I hear Mike talk about you, that's the greatest teammate I've ever had. Without Scotty, I wouldn't be a champion. I owe Scotty this, that, and the third. Why does he have to keep giving you praise, bro? He know you insecure. That's why he never leaves you out. But he appreciate what you did with him and for him. And you don't appreciate what y'all created something special, bro. What's the problem? You mad that people ask you about him? That's what come with the territory. I feel bad for you. I get it. When people are like, Michael. Hey, tell me about Michael. People are fascinated by him. They weird. Because if I sat down with you, bro, I'd probably ask you one Mike question. And that'll probably be 30 minutes into the interview, my nigga. If it's an hour, y'all know how I'll give it up. You feel me? I feel bad for you, bro. But what's wrong with picking up the phone and calling your former teammate? Even if y'all ain't got the best relationship, call your man. I don't like how you depicted me in that documentary, man. I look weak. You bought up all this shit, me signing this contract, bro. You shouldn't have signed it. I get it, though. But you ended up making money on the back end anyway. Bro, like, I don't understand this shit. You know, you talked about the migraine, bro. Y'all put the migraine in there. Why you do that? Woo. It happened, bro. We know about it. We seen it. Why y'all put in the documentary that, you know what I'm saying? I ain't want to go back in the game when when the last play was drawn up for Tony Kukoc, he wanted the shot. Bro, he a better shooter than you. He been hitting that shot all season, bro. He hit it and got won the game. You made yourself look like a clown. I get it. That's your team at that point. But Phil, your coach, he know your limitations. You get what I'm saying? It's a team effort, bro. You try to say that man was racist. You dragging down everybody. You dragging down and burning what y'all did. Now everybody gonna look back at them 2-3-peats like, damn, Brian, he didn't even fuck with Mike. Bro, without Mike, y'all not winning. And without you, y'all ain't winning. And Mike has acknowledged that, but you won't get out your way. You mad at the wrong person, bro. I don't know either one of y'all, but I see this shit happening all the time. Mike bro, he's not tripping about you. You probably could never bro, if I was that man, bro, it would be up as soon as I seen you, bro. For real. Like, bro, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. We grown. You done been around me, nigga. You done been at these games with me and all this, bro. And this is how you feel? See, Scotty should have, when he retired, just fade to black, bro. If you didn't want your life to revolve around what you did in the 90s, from 91 to 98, bro, then you shouldn't have got down been in media. You should have just bro, I won't be seeing all these people, bro. You just should have stayed to the back. You ain't have to get in front of the camera and start being an analyst and all that shit, bro. You ain't have to do that because you should have known what come with it. You look crazy, man. But this happens all the time. It's happened to me. Like, bro, with Millionaire Vision Company, MVC, bro, I want to be an employee. Somebody could come in this bitch right now and run it and beat a face, bro. I don't care. I do not care. I don't have no ego. Because my goal is, yo, we need to get to the top. We need to be a mainstay. We need to be bringing in millions. I'm talking about monthly. That's my goal for us to eat. I done bought people around me that when they go, they want to be seen. They want to jump on the gravy train. Nah, bro. Like, operate within the system. Play your part. I'm gonna play mine, nigga. Bro, y'all went in a couple years, bro. Y'all gonna be like, damn, who the owner? Who really is the owner over there? Is it like we remember the dude Trav started that shit, but we see such and such at the forefront. Yeah, cause I don't give a fuck. I don't want y'all to see me no way. I hate this. I love talking. I hate being in front of the camera. You feel me? But you know, I done had a clown ass nigga come around me and just goddamn fuck up everything I had going on. You feel me? Because he didn't want to operate within the system, bro. I'm not no dictator. And I don't want to make this about me, but this is why this story resonated with me so much, bro. It's because, like, I be seeing, like, you be seeing the snake ass shit, snake niggas, bro. But I'm glad they exposed themselves too. You feel me? Let me see who you are. Now Mike see that shit. I know he wish he would have seen it in 90, bro. Before y'all got down, went on that run. He probably wanted to see it in 90. And would have got somebody in the Deadlift Shrimp, somebody like that. You know what I'm saying? Dominique coming there. Him and Dominique probably would have got 3. The first 3, they would have got them bitches together. You feel me? But he fucked with you so much that like, yeah, I'm gonna bring him with me because I see the potential. If he ain't see the potential in you, bro, he wouldn't have wasted his time on you. But you so mad and jealous and envious that you think it's his fault people undervalue you or underrate you. Bro, that ain't that man's fault. You just got in a situation that was good and bad for you. But it was good. Bro, it wasn't, fuck that. It wasn't bad. It was good. You just immature. You a 50-some-year-old man and you still immature, bro. You need to be mad at them niggas and the women that's sitting up there talking about this shit every day, that do these rankings. You need to be mad at Skip Bayless for saying that you overrated, that he was there. If it wasn't for Mike, you wouldn't be X, Y, and Z. Cuss his ass out. Go on this show. Sit down with him and talk shit. They'll let you come on there, bro. Like, they done, motherfuckers, Jalen Rose shut his ass down. Richard Sherman shut his ass down. T.O. shut his ass down. Always shut them down. Skip don't care, but you need to be mad at them. You need to be mad at the writers. You don't need to be mad at the nigga who, goddamn, you bro, y'all the greatest duo in NBA history, and you are like, no lie, bro, you are like a legit number 2. Bro, you not Magic or Kareem. We not gonna play the radio. You not Kobe or Shaq. You know what I'm saying? You ain't D Wade or Bron. But you Scottie fucking Pippen, the number 2 player in the greatest basketball dynasty ever, bro. That Bulls team is unmatched, bro. And you really tweaking. I hate that. Because I'm looking at you sideways now like, damn, Scottie, I thought you would be a real one. And you not, bro. You showing your flaws, and it's unfortunate, man. And my people out here that's building teams and brands and companies and all that, you gotta be mindful that this shit can't happen, bro. Like, you know, I wonder if Jackie, Jermaine, Tito, Marlon was sitting back like, look at this nigga Mike. Or they was like, yeah, our little brother getting to it. Like, he making it way. Like, we finna be straight just cause of Mike. Like, you know how much attention the surrounding people get, the backup dancers and singers, and you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you get the attention, but everybody can't be number 1. It don't work like that. It's always gonna be somebody who stand out. Even when you look back at the Detroit Pistons of 04, man, of course, they ain't got no superstar, but guess what? They knew to go to Chauncey. They knew, hey, Chauncey got that shit. And sometimes you gotta have it like that. You just gotta have that person that you know you can go to, you feel me? That you can pivot to. You know, my cousin used to be that for me, you feel me? I go to my cousin, like, ooh, like, tell me about this, you know what I'm saying? And he'll put me on the game. And I was a little G, you feel me? Like a little tight when my cousin was doing that shit. I'm like 11 years old. This nigga got down like 23. 20, you know what I'm saying? Like, he older than me, but I'm getting the game. Like, you gotta have that person you can go to. And when it get serious like that, when it's time, when it's crunch time, when it's, the time to like pay the bills and to get this shit, to send a crowd home happy, you gotta have a maestro that can close that shit out. And that's who Mike was, bro. You had games where you scored 40 with that man, 30 with that man, 20 with that man. Why you tripping? Don't be mad at him, bro. You need to like man up and apologize. You trying to you mad about some shit that ain't his fault. Yeah, he did call you out on that documentary. But if we partners, we supposed to be able to do that shit. You mad you ain't get paid from that documentary. That's your problem, bro. That's your fault. You should have had your paperwork. Like, bro, I ain't doing this shit if I don't get a couple dollars out of it. And they probably would have paid you because you are the second most important piece of the puzzle. It ain't Phil and it ain't Jerry Krause or Jerry Reinsdorf, nigga. It's you. It's Mike and it's Scotty. That's it. So you mad at the wrong person, bro. I get it. You're like, damn, you ain't have to put that in there. That wasn't about 98. But okay, bro, we already knew. We already knew. We already knew. The only thing I can see you really being mad about is the contract. But even with that, bro, you did it. That was your fault. So, man, like I said, it's been a week, bro. Word up. If you're a content creator, thank God for these headlines. Before I let you go, okay. So I had to to think about this. Like, it is one more thing that we need to talk about, that we need to address, and it is very, very serious. Ahmaud Arbery, his case. Ahmaud Arbery, he was killed last year, if y'all remember. I think this was right before the pandemic, if I'm not mistaken. Excuse me if I'm wrong, but it was in 2020. Ahmaud Arbery, Georgia, killed two white men, father and son. They lied about it. Neighbor snitched on them, told the truth. But Ahmaud Arbery, his case is going to trial. And the jury of his peers is 11 white, 1 black. The judge realizes that, this is a problem and doesn't care. They're still going to proceed. That's the biggest bunch of bullshit I've ever seen in my life. And if these guys don't get convicted and thrown in prison for the rest of their lives for the blatant murder of this young man, we need to riot. Seriously. And we need to get that that verdict overturned if they don't go to prison. Somebody's already been kicked off of the jury pool for making an inappropriate comment. You get what I'm saying? Basically a racist comment, you feel me? So, no, that wasn't in the Ahmaud Arbery case. I'm misspoken. I'm sorry. That was for the Kenosha dude. That was for the Wisconsin dude. Somebody got kicked off the jury for him. It's looking like that white boy might walk away, scot-free. But with Ahmaud Arbery, man, I feel bad for him. For his family. They have a GoFundMe started for his mom, like his fam or whatever. But if they don't get justice, man, I feel bad for them. And then another thing that I wanted to talk about was the blonde woman from the insurrection at the Capitol. She's getting 60 days in jail. That's a slap on the wrist. Probably won't even do the full 60. People are acting like, this is the greatest thing since sliced bread. That was an act of domestic terrorism. These people showed us who they were, what they were, and what they were about, that they would overthrow this government, that they would take hostages, that they would do anything under the sun to get their point across. And they only got 60 days. But me, you, my uncle, my cousins, granddaddy, father, everybody, if we got caught with a little bit of weed 10 years ago, that was the rest of our lives. If it was in the 90s, we definitely wasn't going to see the light of day. And this woman who was going there to hurt people. People got killed on both sides. People have taken their lives because of what happened on that day. 60 days in jail. It'll be commuted. She's getting away scot-free. The tale of two fucking Americas, man. I tell you. When is it gonna change? But this was a rapid fire episode from the Anything Goes podcast Friday evening. Thank y'all for spending it with me. I'm about to relax and chill. I hope you all are doing fine. I hope your week went well. I hope the weekend is even better. If you have to work tomorrow or Sunday like I do, that sucks. But if you're like me, you're working from home, and that makes it all better, If you are feeling any type of way, you're feeling down, you're feeling depressed, you're feeling sick, or you just need to take time away from everything and everybody, please do that. Please reach out for help if you feel like you're in a dark place. Do not let it fester. Whatever it is that you're going through, talk about it, get it out your system, go for a walk, go for a ride, do whatever you got to do to protect your mental and protect your peace. That is very important. That is the most important thing we can do for ourselves and for our family. Word up. So if you need to unplug and disconnect from social media, do it. Delete the apps off your phone, log out, put your phone on Do Not Disturb or put it on silent. You owe it to yourself. Relax your mind, let your conscience be free. Hov said it, all right? Until next week, I'm out. Oh, yeah. Plug this too. Follow me on Instagram, MVC_streets. That's M as in Mary, V, Victor, C, Charlie. Follow me on Facebook, Travis Streets Bethea. And please, 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 go subscribe to the MVC Streets YouTube channel. Turn that bell on. I'm going to upload this to YouTube. Also, Anything Goes, Spotify, iTunes, Google Play Music, Google Podcasts, wherever you listen to podcasts, Anchor app. This is going up in the next 10, 15 minutes. Subscribe, follow. We'll be back. As always, I love y'all. Have a good weekend.